today for Marco Gonzalez. Pitched well for the Pirates. Lamb. No play. Takes care of Ernie Clement. Former McKechnie. Yes, in 1928, Hanlon was the first baseman. Occurred, I think it was 40 years ago, I was told.
So that would have been 1984?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was Orestes.
This never fun for you or Derek Shelton to have with a player, but what was it like talking to him? What's he looking forward to?
Been a very productive major league hitter, obviously. And that's exactly what, this spring, just player there and be a great teammate and have a chance to help us at some point during the season.
I want to talk to you about the big storyline on the mound for spring training,
nice
Derek Jones, and what it was like to see him come out and do what he did in spring training and kind of force his way into the roster.
Yeah, light up some radar guns and, break off some good sliders. That would not have surprised me. Like, we sort of expected him to do that. What we were looking for was just a steady improvement, usage of the off speed, ultimately competitiveness in between the mound and getting good hitters out. He got a chance to face some.
There one moment that you and the staff decided, okay, this guy has a real legit. And I ask you that because you talk about facing a real tough line. How about when he went to Northport and did what he did against the Braves?
I think that's that. Even his last one, just making sure that he was going out there following a plan, and he kept checking those boxes, and it was pretty clear to us as of yesterday that, okay, we're going to Miami. He's one of our 5 best starters, so let's take him.
Did it give you a little more comfort in taking him to Miami with you after what you saw in his last start? He was supposed to pitch in Baltimore. It got rained out, kind of have to deal with the adversity of the schedule change. And then on the mound against the Red Sox a couple of days ago, he had some adversity in the game.
Certainly got weapons to get major league hitters out. We feel like his development and where he's at right now, he can both compete and help us win games and continue to develop in that role. We'll share that more formally here soon.
Wild pitch has a runner at second, but the catch made in left.
But as you referenced, we got a few guys that our aim is just keep getting better. We want to win games, and we're going to do whatever we can to do that. It is also true that the 162 games represents the war. Every single game in that season is a battle, that's a part of the war. And there are times every once in a while that you make a decision that's a little bit more about the war, the bigger war than a single battle. But it can be both. And game 1 on Thursday in Miami is that game worth just as much. Need to manage volume a little bit, whether it's him or anybody else, really. As we get into the season, that's something we can do.
Well, you did a nice job of being ready in a couple of weeks.
He feels really good now. But it did take a while for him to feel really good physically. So now that he feels good physically, we feel good about it. He just needs to ramp up now and build the volume back up and get back into games, and that'll take a few days for that to happen. But anticipate, we just sort of recreate the second part of spring training for him now between Bradenton and Indy, and hopefully it'll be a big part of that bullpen before too long.
What a great thing it is for you with the depth and having guys like Jared Triolo, who shifted over to the right side of the field playing second base and going to be your opening day second baseman. How much value did you see in having a guy like Jack Wilson out here for a week with him?
That was fun. Fun seeing him back in black and gold. He and I had a chance to catch up. He's such a, he's just such a, loves baseball.
It's likely the first out of this 8th.
Well, Ben, a big part of your system last year's #1 overall pick in Paul Skeens. He's starting in AAA. I'm assuming
2 and 2 outs, 8th inning. And Ben, thanks so much for being with us. Can't wait to get this thing started.
My pleasure, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Ben.
Appreciate it.
Ben, thank you.
Pirates general manager Ben Cherington with us. The Pirates head to the 9th inning, leading 4-3.
We had him on a couple innings ago. It's always more than those 26 guys that you take with you on opening day. If you're going to have a successful season at this level, it's a number of guys. Here's Peralta's numbers in the minor leagues last year in 24 starts, 6.31 ERA.
Like Lauer, a former Brewer. And in 6 2/3 innings this spring with the Pirates, this veteran has given up 1 run on 4 hits. A walk. Looking for 3 outs, and then to get on the bus and then to the airport and to Miami. Thanks to the VP of Florida and Dominican operations, Chip. Pop up. Second base. One away. Harrison. Now Luis De Los Santos. So you were saying about your fondest memory of Bradenton.
Yeah, well,
this ballpark.
It was back when Lecom was McKechnie Field, and
right.
Jim Tracy called me in. I had a nice spring training in 06. I hadn't made an opening day roster yet. Gave me a conversation about all the excitement around.
Oh, what a play by Lico Williams.
It was almost spectacular right there.
Heck of a stop, and yeah, they almost got the force, an impossible force at second.
How much ground Alika has to cover to get over there, and then little stumble there, but to be able to get an accurate throw to second base. It's impressive athleticism from Alika Williams there at shortstop. And going back to what we were talking about with him earlier, just the ability for him to fill in at every position in the infield. It's a valuable type player to have on your bench. But Jim Tracy called me into the manager's office and told me I'd made my first opening day roster after pitching in September in 05, and just a cool feeling, kind of, you know, the fruits of your labor. You're hearing that it's being rewarded, but was warned about the excitement around opening day and kind of the hoopla and all that stuff. I don't mean hoopla in a negative way. It's a lot of fun and really cool. But getting on that plane, going to have the team dinner in Milwaukee, opening day the next night.
This might do it. 6,
I'll remember.
4-3. Nice finish. Good job, Capper, with that. Thanks to Mark Gardner, our director of broadcasting. I saw him here in the booth with us. And that'll do it. Puts a capper on spring training 2024. Pirates win their 13th game of the spring. The Blue Jays are 13-17. And now it's on to Miami.
Well, it looks like everybody's ready. Nice little touch up for Marco Gonzalez. 3 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 2 strikeouts in his spring training finale. And it's always nice that last day of spring training to get the W, get on the plane, the excitement of opening day, but you know, the good